Hello and welcome. I don't even know if this is transitioned correctly, but we're going with it. I think I may have jump scared myself into fully starting, but I think we should be live now. Yeah, we're fully live. Welcome everyone to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. How's the sound sounding? Fully starting, but I think we should be live now. Yeah, we're fully live. Welcome everyone to the stream. Looks good, sounds good. It's good. But here we go. Welcome, Don. Yeah, Don, I will be streaming the whole weekend, so look forward to that. Are you in my Discord, Don, by any chance? If you're not in my Discord, Don, I will put it in the chat, but I have said that is what I'm going to do. I'll be streaming the whole weekend. I'll be doing a watch along and I'll be doing F1 Manager and a watch along. So we'll be playing F1 Manager, but then whenever like practice is on, we may take a back step and just be doing a watch along. But anyway, here we are for some FM. And where were we? We were playing against Brighton and we were 2-0 up, and then my PC crashed. That's where we were. That's fair enough, Dan. So yeah, I don't save scum, but on this occasion I think we have to make an exception because we were 2-0 up. So if we lose, I'm simply not taking it, because what can you do whenever you were 2-0 up and then your PC crashes? I'm like 90% sure I was 2-0 up. Let me double check that I was 2-0 up, because if I was like 2-0 down, then I'll be like, okay, us losing. Yes, Dan, this is an old PC. My brother like revived this PC from the depths of hell, and that's the only reason I can stream FM is because I have this old PC. Yeah, we were 2-0 up and then my PC crashes. That's heartbreaking. So hopefully we can get to 2-0 easily, otherwise I don't know. But let's see where the stream lags out, where my PC actually crashes. I'm like 40 minutes into the first half, or I may even have got the first half done. Yeah, I got the first half done, 2-0 up, and then stream crashed. That is a big rip. But anyway, here we are. We're gonna win and stuff, aren't we? We are going to a fact sheet app. But anyway, it's Black Friday week coming up soon. It'd be worth getting an air. Dan, I have no money. Absolutely none. Still need to get a job. Blah blah blah. Or get rich doing this. You never know. Someone could love my watch along. Like, let me donate 1,000,000 bits to this guy, and then I'm like, thank you for donating 1,000,000 bits. I am now rich. I can now afford a PC. But until that happens, maybe next year, a PC. I'll be getting a PC and a new camera probably, but currently where my focus lies is in 9 days I get new Wi-Fi, and that is where my focus is, and I cannot express how angry I will be if the Wi-Fi people do not come and put the new Wi-Fi in. I also support Rotherham because I was peer pressured by my brothers 11 years ago to support a League 2 team, and Rotherham was the team I picked, and now they're in the Championship, and they're probably going back down to League 1 this season because we've lost Ogbene and Wes Harding, who were two of our best players, and we lost them both on a free. When if we had sold them, we could have got like 10 million collectively, which would have helped a lot. But whenever you sell them, or whenever you lose them on a free to your best players in the championship, it's ropes. Like, Rotherham just do not have the money to like keep people at all. Dan, I've looked around, but I've been more looking around in journalism because that's what I have a degree in as of last summer. So if we get a job in that, that'd be preferable. But I'm honestly more focused on streaming for the meantime. Seeing if I can make something work of this. And then when it inevitably fails, as hard as I will try, then I'll probably have to work in Aldi or some shit. Don't know where Aldi is in my area, but I know there's probably one. Right, Rashford's got the first goal. We need to just get a second, and then I will take it. Oh, they're all in like journalism areas. There was one I applied for, and they said we care more about this assessment than we do like an actual interview. And then I did the assessment, and I'm pretty sure I did that assessment perfectly. Like, to this day, I'm pretty sure I did not put a toe wrong in that assessment. I think I got, oh my god, what is the keeper doing? Fucking hell. People complain about Onana, and we have that fucking absolute donkey. Anyway, Dan, you can't just apply for Sky Sports News. You need to have like something going on before you just apply for the fucking. Like, I fucking applied for the London Telegraph, and yeah, that was the people who told me to do the assessment. I did the assessment, which I think was perfectly, and then never heard back from them. So yeah. I even like did follow-up emails being like, do you remember me? Being like the needy girlfriend and everything, and still, where's that moth now? I don't know why there's always just a fucking moth when I'm streaming. It just loves to be a part of the stream. This is actual bullshit. The fact I have to play this fucking game when it was 2-0 up, and now we're not even winning. Is there like a web on my fucking mic or some shit? I know it's been a day or two since I last streamed, but Jesus. But yeah, Dan, you're just applying for. I'm 22. How about yourself, Dan? I will save scum this, like I really will. I will quit out because we deserve to be winning, and then my PC fucking crashed for no reason. I mean, I know the exact reason. It was kind of my fault, but all right, man. Just shoot and score. There we go. That's how you manage people. If you're unaware, that's how you manage a team. You just say fucking shoot and score, and then they shoot and score. It's that easy. But Jesus, Brighton have one shot on target, one goal, because Binder wasn't in the fucking goal. And of course they have a highlight immediately, you know. Apparently, according to rumors, settle his differences with Sancho. I did not hear that. I heard people saying, multiple sources saying Sancho's basically out the door. Right, Dan? I may be half your age, unfortunately. I don't know. Anytime there's someone who's like over the age of 30 mentions their name, it's always like a tough subject. I don't know why that is. I'm like not allowed to mention that these people are older than me. Anyway, what do you do yourself, Dan? I have been at Waitrose for 5.5 years, so I'm looking better to be a job. Yeah, aye. There is jobs like that are comfortable, but then you can get stuck in them, and then you feel like, what am I doing, bro? And that's kind of partly what I'm avoiding, is I just don't want to get stuck somewhere. And also, the only reason I would work is just to benefit streaming, and I already have the opportunity to do that now. And I feel like I'm going to use this opportunity to stream and go as far as I can with it, and then if it doesn't work, then can get a job. But there's not as much urgency at the moment. But I probably will, more likely than not, that I will have to get a job soon. Oh, I remember, this is the Celtic game. We're gonna rest our lads here. Forgot about that. We're gonna rest our team against Celtic. We're gonna play all young lads to one, help Celtic as well, cause Celtic are cool. Amrabat's suspended, so we can give Waitrose have reduced too many of my hours, so I'm looking for a new job. Need a fresh challenge. Yeah, I don't know why they would be reducing your hours if you're like, is he suspended in other competitions? How do I check bans? I don't even know how to check that if he's free for the next game. Is it just sports? Yeah, it is just sports journalism, because I absolutely despise politics. Because if you were to get a job in politics, in journalism, in the media, you as a journalist could not voice your own opinion. You're simply voicing the opinion of whoever owns said company. So you simply have to align with whatever the head of wherever you're working wants you to say. So it's like, I'm not just gonna be a fucking robot, like. I'm not just like, yes sir, I will copy what you told me to say to the peasants. I did hear David Cameron's foreign secretary, but like, a lot of political journalism is just bullshit. It's just like a whole cluster of people picking sides and not, you know, being like, here, this is immoral, what's happening here. For example, the Israel and Palestine thing, there are immoral things happening on both sides, but people will have picked a side and they'll be like, our side is incapable of immorality. It's like, nope, everyone is capable of immorality, and just because you're on one side of the fence does not mean you are a horrible person. can work for GB News, where you can voice your views, and Arlene Foster is a presenter on GB News. To be honest, I don't even know that much about NA politics at all, because like fuck all happens here. We don't have a lot to complain about. After the treaty was signed, like, was it like from like 10 to 3 years before my birth, I feel like Northern Ireland has been relatively sound. There's been little to complain about in terms of like what other countries have to deal with. There's been a couple instances where you're like, that wasn't right, what happened? But there's little to complain about. In the grand scheme of things. No, I don't want him to have really that, or do I? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, politics is just, you know what I thought politics should always be is like, what if we have, let's come to an arrangement. Let's all type down the list of rights and wrongs in a Google Doc or a Word doc, and let's have it editable, and let's have it like, here's stuff that we can all agree on, like murder is bad, and then everyone agrees on that. But then some of the more like 50-50 topics, and you're like, right, we'll come back to that one. Let's just first start with all the shit that we completely agree with, and let's get all that sorted before we come back to the stuff like, I don't know, like abortion, for example, is a topic that I think will always be 50-50, and there's never really a right answer, because both sides of the argument have their points, and I don't know what the answer is. Oops, I accidentally turned on the audio. Anyway, but anyway, we have Celtic, and what we're actually trying to do here is kind of lose, because we've already qualified. Feyenoord can't catch us, and we want Celtic to be in the fucking Europa League, and I want Moths to die. That is one of my political extremism views, is I want Moths to fucking fuck off away from me. Because every time I'm streaming, they're like, this is a big fucking room, by the way, like, I cannot touch the ceiling, and whenever I'm streaming, they're just like, yes, he's streaming, we must get involved. Have you tried one of your local teams in order to see if you can get paid a job there? Not yet, but I've been more focused on streaming. I was getting paid to do some commentary recently, and then the dude who was paying me left the league that I was in, so then I was like, well, if I'm not getting paid to do this anymore, I'll go to a different league where there's at least higher potential. So I'm now commentating WR on Thursdays. A famous ex-Northern Ireland player used to play for my local team, Oxford. His name is Jim Midgelton. I don't know him. I don't know Jim. Oxford, that's League 2. Or is Oxford still League 2? Or are they lower? I feel like I remember Oxford being League 2. Ahmad. Ahmad's first goal of the season. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. But is the music still playing? No. Every so often the music just turns off. Nope, still playing, never mind. Every so often it just turns off, and then whenever I mention, no, like whenever I check that the music's off, it's always off, and then I had to wait and I seen, oh, it's still playing. Jim Magilton is the manager in Northern League. He played for QPR as well. Well, I wouldn't know him. I don't know if I'd remember any Oxford players. No, I don't think so. But Dan, I'm born 2001, so it would have to be I have a couple United home shirts. I would get them at the moment, but I unfortunately can't because I'm at the opposite side of my house and I don't want to wake anyone up. Just reading through my cupboard at night. Oh, Kyogo! But I have a decent amount of United shirts. I was waiting until Rashford got that big contract to buy one of his jerseys, but then I don't have any money, so I'm trying to get a jersey with Rashford on the back sometime in the future. But I have a higher priority of things to buy, like new PC, new camera, Christmas presents for girlfriend and family, stuff like that, fuel for my car, bills. So it's way down the packing order. And then basically everything I'll be getting for the next while is just stuff to upgrade my setup and streaming. Right, I thought for a second there Cameron Carter-Vickers was about to dwell on the ball and lose it. Burn the bell. Why did I? Oh, Dyson made that. There's just so many. There's so many Japanese players now on that are playing for Celtic. But us losing here isn't too bad. Wait, was that only their equaliser? Oh, their other goal get disallowed. Yeah, as it says, us losing here isn't bad because we have the points. Gavin White seems like a more familiar name, but I don't know. Odin Thiago Holm. Why do I remember that name? I swear this dude was like an FM Wonder Kid like a year or two ago. I swear he was. Now he's just scored against me. Crazy. Don't you just love how us playing against Celtic and still Martial is the worst performer on the pitch? Just, man is bad at football. But finally FM has got a pretty accurate Martial, because for years they had him playing well. It was like, no, this is not how Martial plays. He's pretty useless. He does not work at all. His work rate should be in the negatives. At times this season, I genuinely feel like I would be more useful than Martial on the pitch. And I am awful at football. I went and played with a bunch of people who actually play like football all their lives, and I just had such a poor touch compared to all of them. And everyone on that pitch I'd rather have on the pitch for United than Martial. Like. I seen him try once this year, and the dude absolutely cleaned him. So I think Martial's gone back to not trying, because he actually tried to dribble past someone, and then they fucking got the ball, cleaned his feet from underneath him, and now Martial's gone back to, I'm gonna just hide behind the defender again and wait for someone to get in behind one of the wingers and then swatty it to me. He hits the post. Don't forget to do the lottery for tonight, 8.5 million jackpot. I've never done the lottery in my life, so I don't even know how to do the lottery, to be honest. Is there anyone on the bench I want to use here? Yeah, let's use Cobby and maybe McTominay. Let's use McTominay as a striker, and Sancho's going to want to be used, and Garnacho's going to want to be used. Yeah, let's go for Scotty in for Martial, because Scotty's as good as him, like, really. And then we'll put Sancho and Garnacho on later on, and then we'll leave a sub for if we have injuries. If Ten Hag gets sacked before extra, just not sack him. Just don't sack him. That's what they should do. Is don't sack him, because there is no plan in place to get someone else. You're just sacking him because everyone's playing shit. Also, his decisions are bad. Like, I have been off the Ten Hag train since this summer, where he decided to buy Mason Mount for 60 million instead of buying Ward-Prowse for half the price, and you could have bought 2 extra players instead of just going for Mount. Don't know what the thinking was for Mount. And the thing is, Mount in the future could be a successful Man United player. I'm not saying he couldn't. But my aim is to win the league, and if we do not win the league with Mount, it is a waste of money. Simple as. I know you're like, United have no hope of winning the league. I think with Ward-Prowse we're a big step closer than we are with Mount. Ward-Prowse is genuinely a fucking baller, and would have been half the price of Mount. And whoever does the recruitment, Ten Hag is one of them who does the recruitment. It's looking very likely, and Garnacho scored. Big deflection. You know, he could get sacked. Personally, I would either want us to get out of the Champions League group or finish last, because I don't want to see another Europa game. I don't want to see another Europa League game in my life. But fucking hell, it is a curse. We either qualify in the Europa League or we come third in the group every fucking year. And I actually think it's a fucking conspiracy, because the refereeing is fucking shambolic in those Champions League games. Shambolic, to the point where I think they're trying to manufacture to put United in the Europa League so that the Europa League gets eyes on it. Simple as. Because they know the Champions League is going to get eyes regardless. The Europa League isn't going to get eyes regardless. But if you have the fucking biggest team in the world in the Europa League, then it will. So the refereeing decisions, honestly, are fucking... Like, Rashford got sent off for probably the lightest red, I've seen in my entire life. And then hilarious. Let's take a break. Let's take a break of my rant. Let's take a break. Hilarious. Let's just take a break and sit here. Let's just sit here. Let's just sit here, you know. How's your day been? Probably better than Jurgen's right now, you know. Better than Jurgen's, you know. Let's just sit here and breathe in. You know, let's just absorb the information that we're seeing right now. Let's absorb the information. Yes. Okay, and now we move on. But hilarious. Brentford and Bournemouth. Why are they in the top 7? Don't know. But Liverpool 11th. Where Newcastle? Newcastle 10th. Newcastle also sacked Eddie Howe. Chelsea sacked Pochettino. Brighton sacked Azerbi. United were fucking playing perfectly until we got Rashford sent off for no reason. Well, I want to keep Lisandro Martinez. But what about Varane? Because Varane's 30, but I don't want to sell him. He does have a big contract that's like... that's too big of a contract to be in my team. IMO. But I do want to keep him. Rangers did come close. And Celtic have come close in the past. When do we have Spurs? We have Spurs the next game, okay. So, Lindelof on the bench. Onana is a question. Sancho. Diallo scored there. His first goal of the season. We'll give him some praise off the back of that. Is Scott still training to be a striker? Because, yeah, he needs to be trained to be a striker. Because he's fucking better than Martial. So... would rather have Scotty off the bench than fucking Martial, but honestly, Scotty has been doing class as a shadow striker. So once he gets to dark green, then I'll just put him back to training as shadow striker, I think. But where was I with my Ten Hag thought? Yeah, Rashford gets a straight red for fucking nothing, and then Endo, a Liverpool player, does the exact fucking thing the day after, nothing. And then on the weekend, does a challenge that would have gotten every single Manchester United player sent off. And do you want to know what happens? Nothing, because they're not Manchester United. There's an agenda. There is an agenda. Normally, oh my fucking Christ. I've never seen that in my life. 5-star youth intake. I've never seen this in my life. Oh my god. Has anyone ever seen 5-star youth intake? I'm just gonna have to clip that shit because I cannot believe what I've just seen. Anyone? Yeah, honestly, if United aren't appealing it, that's a mistake. Because United should be appealing that 100%, because they should just use the Endo decision from the day after as evidence is why he shouldn't be suspended. And you know, we want to know what would happen is that this is why I feel like the fucking European refs have been paid a little bit of dosh, because they're trying to sabotage United. You know, They're trying to make sure United are in the Europa League. Because they're like, they can beat Galatasaray potentially, or draw. I don't even know where they are in the points situation. But they want them to finish third. They want them to finish third. I follow Man United, Liverpool, and you just like the Prem in general. Onana fails to adapt this. It's probably because he was injured. Oh. Gotta send these players home. So we're not gonna have Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Jadon Sanchez for the game against Crystal Palace. Crikey. And then we are gonna give Amadiano a start in the Prem because Sancho's injured, so is Anthony. There we go. Anyone else? Any takers? Yeah, that's about it. Don't really want to play Garnacho out in the right, because in real life he doesn't succeed there. Zaire Emery's fucking ridiculous, Jesus Christ. Marco Asensio. But I am excited, chat, because we're getting close to... We are getting close to January, where we should be given some money and also sell some players in order to get some in. Who is this? Interesting. Very interesting. Intriguing, someone say. Who can we scout? Valentin Barco. This dude is the most bought player in FM, apparently, is this guy. And, oh, I can see why. He is... Is it that guy? Let me double check, but apparently, we were actually looking at this dude before I even seen that stand. It is the guy, but apparently Pep has been trying to sign this dude as well. To me, he's left only and he plays inverted wing. What does that make anyway? But yes, we do want this guy if we can get him, because we have Luke Shaw. Need I say more? Have you tried BBC Sport? I mean, Dan, to be honest with you, I'm not even looking for a job at the moment. Like, as in I've applied here and there, but like, I'm being very picky with what I've applied for, because streaming at the moment is the job that I'm doing, because I stream a lot. I run a league. I help other leagues, commentating and such, and edit, and that's about it. Also, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, he is awful. If I could get them to pay any of Martial's wage, I would let him go, but I have a feeling they're not going to pay any of Martial's wage. But God, what are lucky dips? I've heard of people say lucky dips, but I don't even know what that is. Anthony's back at full training, but I don't think he's going to be ready. Okay, so 16 games in, City have won 15 and have only lost to us. What are we supposed to do to try and keep up with them whenever they're on fucking 15 wins out of 16? And the only reason why they haven't won a 16th is because of us. What are we supposed to do about that? Hi Dan, honestly, whatever it is you want to do, take your time with it, because there is people who can get like stuck in the same job, and the vibe I'm getting is that Waitrose is one of those jobs for you where you're just like, it's a means to an end. What is it you'd like to do, Dan? Because it is never too late to do what you really want to do. If you want to also stream, I can help you, Dan. I can help you pursue your dream of streaming. Because it's a lot easier than most people think. Well, there's a lot of people probably think, oh, this is just easy. And it's not just easy to just, in that sense. Why is Malo Ghost... What? Why is his potential so shit in this game? There's been a lot of players I've seen in this FM in particular that have, like, awful potentials, and I'm like, surely in real life they have more potential than that. They may not live up to it, but they do have more potential than that. I applied online for Christmas temporary job at Sports Direct. Wouldn't mind working at Sports Direct, my brother's girlfriend used to work at Sports Direct, and my cousin's girlfriend as well. And Sports Direct would maybe a bit of a vibe, like, because you're just in a sporting environment, which I like. I used to do internet radio, so I like to do the job in music radio. Dan, you honestly can make it happen. Because, let's put Anthony. Do I want Anthony? No, let's go for myself, exactly. But I've been doing streaming for years and just unpaid. And then whenever I just happen to get lucky with F1 Manager, and yeah, so I'd been streaming, not making any money for years, and then bought F1 Manager, and then got rated from a big Twitch streamer. And I would just do what you want to do regardless of whether or not you get paid for it, just because it's simply what you love to do. And it may be only an hour weekly, but if that is the thing you want to do, then do it. And then you never know, you may get some shout out from someone big, and then boom, people start to listen to your radio station, etc. But I don't remember how many home shots I have. I don't have own vehicles, so save up for New Year for driving lessons. It is handy whenever you finally learn how to drive. Although, even though I know how to drive, I try to keep driving to a minimum because I do not like driving to new places because it stresses me out. Especially cities, I'm like stressed to the max because I'm like, if I'm in the wrong lane here, the world's gonna end. That's pretty much how it works. Because I don't want to be the bollocks that is in like a lane where I'm supposed to be going right, but then I go straight and then absolutely smash into someone. Delo has taken a knock. Has he actually? I can't wait for Andretti. Yeah, I would love if Andretti to join the grid. But will they? Is a different question. Right. Rightio. Izzy's got a wee bit of a knock as well. I reckon Delo will have to come off pretty soon as a precaution because Wan-Bissaka is not probably going to be available for the Spurs game. Right, what is going on with the screen? The camera got a bit lost there for a second. Bayindir. I think I will buy a different keeper than Bayindir. as a backup because from the games we've played with him, he is just shaky and see-through. Not a great combo. Casemiro onto Mount. Mount shoots from Narnia and doesn't score. Varane, lovely. You know who I would like to sign is Sam Johnston, former United keeper, who be decent as a sub keeper. Tell you, would be decent as a backup. Caterham and Super Curry were the last new teams to go out of business. Yeah. Right. Can Manu play right back? Manu, you're gonna play right back. Can Amrabat play right back? No. Lindelof can play right back. We'll play Lindelof right back. Regulon on. Amrabat on. Let us confirm those subs. It'll happen after this play. What's happening here? Back post to Hoyland. Oh, Johnston. That's why I want Johnston, because he's safe. Anthony Davidson, Sky Cameras sometimes shops where I work. Oh, that's lovely. Have you ever chatted him, or are you just like stone faced, as some people are around celebrities? Just like must not acknowledge, must not acknowledge. Okay, made all my subs. I think someone's just scored a screamer. But yes, I would love to talk to Anthony Davidson, because I'd love to work in F1 or football or basketball. Ahmad onto Mount, edge of the box, bangs it in. You love to see it. But if I could get a job, there's people who says like, oh, you don't want to be traveling around the world, expenses paid, you know, to all of Formula 1 races. Who wants to do that? And I'm like, me? I want to do that. Genuinely, if I got a job in F1 where I was like a part of the Sky F1 team, that'd be a dream. Although I just don't feel, I'm definitely not qualified. Oh, there's Jefferson Lerma soon. I'm definitely not qualified enough to be there, but it would be a dream. I'm kind of hoping I can get big while streaming, and then I'm like Matt and Tom, who are just like invited along to the F1 races, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll come along. Can we hold out this win versus Crystal Palace? 7 additional minutes. What I don't like about this game, which it is realistic, as in don't remove this, I'm saying it's extra stress when there's so much additional time, because last game there was never that much additional time, but this game there's like so much additional time, like in real life. City dropped points. They drew with Spurs, their first dropped points since playing us. Crazy. I need to save this. I need to save it into the universe. We need to save what has just happened, because City will never drop points again, apparently. I feel like I could do a Sky F1, like do the rule, but I would just need to brush up on all of the in-depth F1 terms. Because there's a lot of F1 terms that I may just not know about, and I can't give you any examples off the top of my head because I don't know what I don't know, you know. Because there's like so many of the pundits there are actual former F1 drivers, so they obviously have way more experience. So you don't want to look dumb next to them talking, because they're like, you know, when you're in the car and the car does this, or this happens because of this, and I'll be like, no, I don't, because I've only like raced in a go-kart like 3 or 4 times in my life, because I cannot afford. The most racing I've done is in my Ford Fiesta. Right, we have Spurs next, and Spurs just... Where are Spurs? Spurs? Hello? 5th, okay. I don't know why I wasn't seeing them. But we're going to give Malasia a start here, because Malasia is not actually registered for any of the squads. The Champions League or the Prem. So we're going to give him a start. I don't know why in this game they've said Brandon Williams associate. He is not 1.5 star. He is minimum 2-star player. He is genuinely bossing it for Ipswich in the fucking championship. They have just absolutely stiffed my boy, like. Genuinely stiffed him, like. But Dan, have you spoke to Anthony Davidson, or is it just like a... There is Anthony Davidson. I am fangirling right now. But, where are we? So Spurs, then Fulham, Spurs, Brentford, Liverpool. That's a bad run of games, hey? Because they're all so close together. Hodgson sacked by Palace. Jesus, this is like last season in real life, where there were so many managers sacked early on. Whereas, at least in Anthony's showing pleasing progress. Okay. Why are you pleased with Anthony? What? What did he do? Viva Garnacho, Viva Garnacho, running down the wing. Her United sing, Viva Garnacho. We need no. Let's just say no to that. Then we have Spurs next. We have the majority of our team back. We still don't have a Nana back. I want to play Heaton in the event. Well, Bander's still a bit shaky. Wan-Bissaka's back, so Wan-Bissaka will start for us. Sancho's back, so Sancho can go on the bench. Hannibal in decent form, noted. Right. I want to start Heaton because hopefully we can drum up some offers from Saudi in January, because there is a couple of players who are linked to Saudi. Like Heaton, Varane, Casemiro, some of them. And Sancho and Antony have been linked with Chelsea, and if Chelsea come in with a big enough offer, I may have to say yes. Potentially. Because in real life, I think he may be sold, but if what Dan says is correct, then probably not, because if Jim Radcliffe wants him to mend things with him, then I guess that's not true. They have Destiny Udoga, Mickey Van Ven. I actually do really like the Spurs team, but they're playing Jimmy Donnelly. Why do I feel like we're gonna concede to Jamie Donnelly, who's just a generic Spurs youth player who is randomly starting in the Carabao Cup? What? Okay. Oh, that's good forward here. Fernandes on the island. Oh, early highlight. I was thinking they were gonna get me hyped up for nothing. They got me all invested for nothing. For nothing. Let me just adjust slightly the camera. I need to actually double check. Is that camera correct? That's the button. But then what happens if I sit up like this? Yeah, it's not really adjusted correctly. Here we go. That'll do. Back to gaming. Just not Richarlison or Jamie Donnelly. Anyone else? If Udogie wants to bang it, then let's take that. But just not Jamie Donnelly or Richarlison, because one, Richarlison shit. Jamie Donnelly I've never heard of. Well, maybe I have heard of, but very faintly. And would not start in this game in real life, I don't think. Rashford! Close one. Anyway. Casemiro! It's weird how goal happy Casemiro was in real life, and then in this game it's just like, nah. Just nothing. Never at all. But yeah. Hoyland. Vicario saves. Save from Vicario. And Bruno Fernandes. It's gonna cross this one in. And it's Casemiro again. Oh, Anthony with a lovely finish. See, this is what I'm worried about in this game, because in real life, if we got a big bid for Anthony, I would sell. But in this game, Anthony is actually playing. He's doing the business. He's actually scoring. So I don't know if I want to sell or keep. Sancho is not really contributing. Oh my god, Jamie Donnelly's going to score. Jamie Donnelly has scored his first Spurs goal. What do you know? I had a feeling it was going to happen, but who would have guessed that it actually fucking happened? 14 minutes in, Jamie Donnelly gets his fucking first Spurs goal against us. Who could have guessed? I was like, of course it would happen. Let's check how good Jamie Donnelly is. Let's check. Let us check. 1.5 star, 18-year-old. Fuck off game, you assholes. Of course he would score. The fact he's 15 finishing is impressive. His stats are actually pretty decent for a 1.5 star player, but 1.5 star, you know, 1.5 star. Apparently Jamie Donnelly has better finishing than Hoyland, which is, well, do whatever you think, game. Do whatever you think of him. Destiny Yodogi. Right, Malasi's won the ball there. Right, I don't. This is definitely not a pen. If they give this as a pen, this is actually rigging. What did I press? Okay. This is genuinely rigging beyond belief if this is a pen. Unbelievable. What is VAR doing? Lo Celso doesn't even fucking play for Spurs, like.